I think our American service members sacrifice a great deal, and sometimes they sacrifice everything. We're Blue has become a global community with thousands of stories. But my story, as a part of many, starts in July of 2009 when my husband John deployed to southern Afghanistan. And 3 weeks after John deployed, our daughter Heidi was born. And I was told that my husband had been killed. He was a dedicated man, dedicated to his soldiers and dedicated to his family. And he was everything, handsome, smart, funny, caring. And he was my husband and the father of my children, and he loved me, and he loved my kids. 2 days after I found out the news, I turned to running, and Wear Blue was born. Wear Blue Run to Remember builds running communities that honor the service and sacrifice in the American military.
Every Saturday we gather and we have to do something life-affirming, and that is honor those that made the ultimate sacrifice.
We start every Saturday morning with a circle of remembrance. We'll have hundreds of runners who gather. They'll circle and then call out the names of fallen service members.
The first time I came, it was the hardest thing to say my brother's name out loud. The second time I came, it got easier.
Major Brad Connor.
Captain James Gerbis.
And we have a moment of silence and remembrance, and then we run. We run to heal, to grieve, to cope, to find strength, to give strength, and to celebrate. What we're doing, the steps of a run, we're mimicking what we do in life. We're taking heartbreak and tragedy and letting it be catalyst for dynamic growth and change. It is literally moving us forward. And what we do in a run, we know that we can do in life.
My brother was out of the 1st Special Forces Group out of Joint Base Lewis McChord. He was a Green Beret. And he was killed on August 23rd, 2007. You can stay in grief, or you can learn to move with it. And this has been a beautiful place to move with it and move forward. It's allowed me to still feel like he runs with me.
You know, I've lost a couple friends. I told those guys, you know, that I would never forget them. They will always be in my heart.
I think every Wear Blue runner comes to the community with a pulse and a story that drives their footsteps. The Seattle Rock and Roll Marathon is our touchstone event. It's where we started as a community. It was the first endurance event we tackled.
Running for Specialist Joshua Nelson and Staff Sergeant Raul Guerra.
It's our first class, Richard Godfrey.
Captain Rob Yoskis.
And we come back to it because it has both our roots and the support that enables us to provide and create this living memorial for our fallen service members and for the men and women who served at their side and their families. There are a lot of powerful memorials that are out there. They say the names and they give people a place to stop, pause, and remember men and women who've made great sacrifices for our country. But Wear Blue Run to Remember gives people a chance to pause and give honor to men and women who made these great sacrifices, but it also allows them to propel forward. Wear Blue Run to Remember gives people an opportunity to honor our service members who are still in uniform, to support the community waiting back home, and to hold up those left behind.
A really close soldier of mine was Staff Sergeant Kevin Kessler, passed away in 2010, and I made a promise to myself and to him and his family that I would never forget him.
Whether it's another widow walking the same path, a service member who stood alongside a man or woman who's made the ultimate sacrifice, or a sibling. But we are all facing these different challenges and different stories, but we're coming together because we do want to heal, survive, and thrive.